Hey guys, Evan Green here from Griffin Armament, and today I'm going to be talking about the Bushwhacker 46 Universal Sound Suppressor. So you may wonder how the Bushwhacker got its name. The founders of the company, Austin and myself, are former Army snipers, and in that school, the Army discusses how snipers came to be in the United States. And that started really with bushwhackers, who were guerrilla fighters in the American Revolutionary War and Civil War. Our boxing of the Bushwhacker 46 features William Anderson, who is one of those famous bushwhackers. So getting to the product itself, inside the box, there's a quality assurance card stating that your suppressor has been test fired at the factory, as well as a manual. You have the suppressor itself in this bag. Okay, this is fully assembled. And then you also have a booster piston assembly. The only thing that you need here is a piston to complete that. The silencer body itself is fully assembled with the front cap, as well as a Plan A taper mount adapter. Then you also have 3 wrenches that come with the product for configuring it with its accessories, as well as taking it down for maintenance. And then you have a 5/8/24 30 caliber taper mount muzzle device with a shim set. We're going to briefly cover the product features and overview of the Bushwhacker 46. Okay, this is a 46 caliber universal suppressor. What that means is it includes our taper mount Plan A, so that you can adapt taper mount muzzle devices for rifles, but it also includes our booster piston assembly, so that you can select the thread pitch of your choice for a piston, which the product does not include in the kit. There's a variety of different thread pitches available, and so we left this out so that the user can select that on their own. The most important character attribute of the silencer is that it has a patented ratchet locking end cap system. And so with the included 3-prong wrench, you can unlock this and gain access to your suppressor as an end user, so that you can maintain it for the life of the product. That's very important. It's a desirable feature that a lot of people like about the Paladin series from us, and we're incorporating that same technology in the Bushwhacker. Okay, moving on, the baffles are 6AL4V titanium. They feature our HEDP baffle technology, which is high efficiency dual purpose, meaning that we want a balance of sound signature at the muzzle and at the ear. So we very much work hard to optimize our baffle performance here in the company, and that baffle is important, and we put that into the Bushwhacker. Moving forward, we've got the 3 wrenches that your Bushwhacker comes with. These 2 of them are for interfacing different accessory components in the rear of the can, which is a 1.375 by 24 threaded socket. That is important because it's becoming a little bit of a universal standard in the suppressor industry now. A lot of companies are making different adapters and things to fit 1.375 by 24 tubes. And so that is another important product feature. These milled slots on the tube also give you additional torque holding capability for configuring and stuff like that. But that pretty much covers the Bushwhacker 46 product features and overview. Next, we're going to be going into configuring your suppressor for use and the host of available accessories that support this product. I'm going to go over configuring your Bushwhacker 46 for use as it comes in the package. We have right here the Bushwhacker 46 with the Plan A taper mount adapter in it. Okay, the taper mount is a very easy and accurate system. It embodies a thread with a taper behind it, which provides perpendicular to the bore axis so that you have an accurate suppressor. So you just take the suppressor, go over the muzzle device, thread it on, and then when it hits the taper, you just firmly twist it into place, do your shooting. Once it's cooled, you can remove your suppressor. If you want to take your Bushwhacker 46 and remove that Plan A, then that allows the 1.375 by 24 threaded ID socket to accommodate your next accessory in the box, which would be your booster piston housing. So you can take that, thread that in, same way, very easily. And using the factory included tool, you're going to want to snug this up as such. And then I've selected a 1/2x28 threaded piston for a 9mm pistol, this Glock 45 model here. And we have a variety of different pistons available for 45 ACP, 40 Smith & Wesson, 9mm, all that kind of stuff. Both pistons, both metric and US thread pitches. So there you have that. So that's configuring the product on a pistol and a rifle out of the box. Next, we're going to flow into all of the different accessories and host of options for mounting that you can do with the Bushwhacker 46. So we're going to talk about a host of different accessories that are available for your Bushwhacker 46. Firstly, we have the Plan A taper mount adapter in front of us. This is included with your suppressor, but it's relevant to talk about because this is the shortest and lightest option for fitting up the taper mount muzzle devices. The ones that are going to be compatible with this are going to be your taper mount hammer comp, as well as the minimalist flash hider, the minimalist muzzle brake, as well as the Paladin 2-port brake. Now, if you want to use our longer muzzle devices, you can opt to purchase the XL version of the Plan A, the extra long version, and that adds 0.8 inches of length to your suppressor, but it gives you the ability to use the taper mount linear comp, as well as the taper mount tactical compensator, and the taper mount flash comp. The reason why we included the smaller and lighter version is because in that configuration with the original Plan A, the Bushwhacker is going to be the lightest configuration available for rifles. It's going to be under 17 ounces. So that's why we included that one. Moving on from the taper mount family of muzzle devices, there's another way that you can mount up the Bushwhacker, and that is with our A2 NATO adapter. This is a 1.375 by 24 threaded accessory. So it's going to fit not just on the Bushwhacker, but also cans like the Silencer Co. Omega, the Dead Air Nomad, etc. There's other suppressors from our companies that are coming out with this thread pitch, and so this is a great option for those brands as well as the Griffin brand and the Bushwhacker. This is going to also help you get into popular product lines from Griffin Armament, such as the gate lock muzzle devices, which it fits with as well. Moving on, the 3-lug kit, a Griffin Armament long-standing product, also is compatible with the Bushwhacker 46. Now you're going to need to use your included piston housing for this accessory. This accessory supports a host of 3-lug adapters. I would encourage you to go to our website, griffinarmament.com, to look at all the different thread pitches and apertures for all the muzzle devices, as well as 3-lug adapters, things like that. But there is a host of different 3-lug adapters that this thing mounts up to. It's very low profile, and that is an accessory option that supports the Bushwhacker. Moving forward, the piston housing for your tilt barrel pistols, such as your Glocks, 1911s, things like that. There's a variety of different pistons available and different thread pitches for this. Again, check our dealers, check our website for different options there. And finally, we have the Thompson Cuts mount. This is a pretty rare part for, there's not a lot of people out there probably that own Thompson machine guns, but it's a really cool part that Austin did. It does require some gunsmithing, but if you're lucky enough to own a Thompson machine gun, definitely check out this adapter as well. And then the last thing that I would like to talk about, which is very important, is the sound performance of the Bushwhacker. So you can look at those videos in a different, or those specifications in a different video on our website for sound performance data. But a good accessory for the Bushwhacker is the Paladin muzzle brake 30 caliber end cap. This end cap brings additional sound performance to the Bushwhacker, quite notable sound performance, in fact. If you're shooting 300 blackout, 6.5, 308, 223, or 5.56, those types of calibers that are smaller in diameter, you're going to actually pick up significant sound reduction with the use of this end cap. So if you're shooting anything, in that 30 caliber and lower segment, this is definitely a accessory component that's worth looking at. And just to show you, compared to the 46 end cap, which is so much larger to accommodate those large bore calibers, you can see that that's going to help you trap additional gas in the can and deliver additional sound performance. So that pretty much wraps up all the available accessories for the Bushwhacker. Definitely give our website a look for all the specifications and the specific SKU options that you might need for your firearms. And if you have any questions, definitely contact customer service as well. So now we're going to roll into maintaining your Bushwhacker 46 and how you can best do that. So I'm going to take a few minutes to go over disassembly, maintenance, and reassembly of the Bushwhacker 46. The tools that I'm going to be using in this segment are available on griffinarmament.com under the silencer maintenance product category. So first things first, when you want to take your Bushwhacker apart, you're going to start with the front cap. And so you're going to put your factory included wrench in that geometry and just loosen that up. The taper mount baffle pusher tool is an available accessory in the suppressor maintenance section of the website. These tools are also available through your dealers. You thread this into the rear of the taper mount, and then you can take a 3/4 inch drive mechanism or a wrench and push all of your baffles out. So once your baffles are pushed out, then you're going to want to remove the baffle pusher tool. And now you've got your baffles out and your tube out. From here, you're going to want to take your accessory off, whatever accessory that is. In this case, it's the factory included Plan A. And you have 2 wrenches that can help you out with that. They're also provided from the factory. Now you've got your stripped down Bushwhacker 46 tube, and the thing that you're going to want to do from here is clean the baffles with whatever type of cleaning you'd like. Some people put them in agitators, corn cob media, stuff like that. Some people will use brushes and CLP. You can even put them into a sandblasting cabinet if you'd like, and you can sandblast them. You can put them in an ultrasonic cleaner if you'd like to do it that way. The titanium material is fine for the ultrasonic. So there's a bunch of different things, ways and methods that you can do to clean your baffles. But after your baffles are clean, you're going to want to take your tube and then clean it. In that silencer maintenance section of the website, there are 3 different brushes that are applicable to the Bushwhacker. There's your 1.5 inch brush. This brush is going to be used for the front threads and the depth of the tube body. You can actually go in here very deep and clean the entire ID of the tube body to make sure that the walls are clean from copper and carbon. Then the 1.25 inch brush is going to be used for the 1375 by 24 rear threaded part of the tube. You're going to want to clean these threads very good every time that you swap out your accessories from one accessory to another as well. And then the last brush that you're going to want to use is the 1 inch brush. That's going to clean the included taper mount Plan A part. So once everything's clean, you can reassemble. Reassembly is just reverse order of disassembly. So I can screw this in here. Then you're going to want to take your 2 wrenches and just with the 2 wrenches in place, you just want to compress these together to make sure that the rear part is tight on there. Then you're going to build your baffle assembly up. These are actually keyed together. There is geometry on these baffles that actually keys them together to keep them from rotating. That's important because it maintains alignment of the suppressor of the baffle system, which guarantees the best possible sound performance. So these things only go together one way. The only baffle that is unlike all the other baffles is the blast baffle, which does not have a tab. So if you look at the blast baffle versus any of the other baffles, the blast baffle is the only one that's different, and it does not have a tab on it. So after you've disassembled and maintained your Bushwhacker 46, we're gonna roll into the reassembly. One thing that should be noted is Horse Jive 2300 is a high quality anti-seize with a 2300 degree Fahrenheit rating. This is available on our website in small purchasable quantities. And if you'd like to, you can use it on your thread joints, on the taper, things like that, to make it easier to get your silencer apart in the future. So you want to put a little bit on your taper mount area. You also could put some on your thread joints of the front cap and the rear taper mount cap. You don't need a lot, or the taper mount adapter. You don't need a whole lot of this. Some people also are using it on their baffle assembly because their baffle assembly is then easier to take in and out. And so you can apply the product to all of those different surfaces where carbon and copper are going to come in to play. So once you've applied that, then you can slide your tube body over your baffle assembly. And put your ratchet lock end cap back in place. It is important with the ratchet lock end cap that when you reinstall it, you actually use the provided wrench to torque it into place. So that is assembled, and that pretty much comprises the disassembly, maintenance, and reassembly of a Bushwhacker 46. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. Hope you learned something in this Bushwhacker 46 tutorial. If you have any additional questions, make sure you check out griffinarmament.com. We have a lot of technical information on all the product pages for the Bushwhacker 46 and all of our other products. Also, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, as well as be sure to check out our Dwell Time podcast. You can search Dwell Time on your favorite podcast app. Also, we do put out a lot of information in our newsletter. If you guys would like to subscribe to our newsletter, we'd appreciate that. And you can do that also by going to griffinarmament.com. Thank you so much for watching. We very much appreciate your business, and enjoy your Bushwhacker 46.